sponsored someone.
Well, technically, you recruited someone. Sponsoring is something that happens after you've recruited someone. All too often, I see people hustle hard to get these people into the business, and then once they've recruited them, they don't help them launch their business. So take note, there is a huge difference between a recruiter and a sponsor. You have to be both. You have to recruit, and then you also have to sponsor. Our company does an amazing job of providing tools and means for helping your consultant launch their business. But they chose you to help them do that. So let's touch on some important things to do with your consultant during their first 30 days. First and foremost, you should treat your new consultant as if they're still a prospect. You haven't done your job as a sponsor until they get a result, either a sale or having someone join their team. You still have to be heavily involved, moving them through the process, just as you were before, whenever you were tagging, messaging, and putting them in those three-way chats to get them to finalize their decision to start their business. When new consultants first start their business, sometimes us as sponsors feel like they have to know everything to be successful. On day one, they don't need to know how to close an order. They also don't need to know about the 70th day Fast Start Award. When you give someone too much information, think word vomit. It's called information paralysis. And when someone gets too much information too fast, they freeze and they don't do anything. And that is not what we want to happen. We want them to launch their business. So let's think. What three things do we absolutely want our new consultants to know and do? Number one, how do they recoup their startup cost? Number two, how do they earn their first Fast Start Award, which is in 2 weeks? Number three, how do they get their first promotion or even double promote? And that's it. Help them put the blinders on and only focus on those three things. I highly suggest touching base with your new consultant one-on-one during the first 48 hours. Anything after that and the excitement starts to wane. Don't wait until they get their starter kit to launch their business. I've seen people join, go live, and share that they've started their business and hit their first Fast Start Award on their start date. Like I mentioned, our job as their sponsor is to help them get a result and get a result fast. Sales are always great, but helping them get their first recruit will get them set up for success fast. During that one-on-one, when you're talking about launching their business and helping them get to that first promotion, ask them, hey, do you have any friends or sisters or neighbors or cousins or aunts who would love to do this with you? Then use the tools that you've been given in this program to help them start those conversations. If at all possible, I highly encourage you to help them launch their business, whether it's in-home or online. When you're sharing how to recoup those startup costs and how to get their first Fast Start Award, break it down for them. What do they need to do exactly to get those things? Normally we'll say something like, you need $500 within your first 15 days. But that number, that's big, and that can scare some people, especially starting out. So what's another way that we can break that down? My favorite way is to say you're looking for 10 people to purchase $50 worth. That sounds a lot more doable than saying you need $500 in sales, even though it's the exact same thing. Your assignment today is to look over the documents that I have shared down below in the description of this video. This is what your new consultant receives from the company, plus what the company gives you as the new sponsor. So look over those documents and see where you can supplement and add in things to be an amazing sponsor.